Am I audible and visible to everyone? Please reply in the chat box. Am I audible and visible? Please reply in the chat box. Am I audible and visible? Thank you, Mahesh. Okay, how many of you have joined from the previous class? Sanjeev, hello Sanjeev, how are you, beta? How are you? Yes. Is it fine now? Is it fine now? My voice is clear to everyone? Is it fine? Please reply everyone so that I could start. I'm fine, Sanjeev. I'm absolutely fine. Okay. So let's recap the tricks which we have studied. Okay. And I had given you a question in the last class. Okay, Vidya. Hello, Vidya. Welcome. Welcome to the classes. Okay. Have you done enough practice before coming to the class of previous tricks which I have taught you? Have you done enough practice? First of all, tell me. Please reply. Okay, very good, very good. If you have done enough practice, then it would be very good thing to know. It's a very good thing to know that you have started doing practice. Okay, so let us start from the question which I had given you in the previous lecture. Before wasting time. Previous lecture I had given you this, right? There was a cliff. There was a cliff from where a body was thrown at a velocity 50 meter per second in the horizontal direction. Is it visible, everyone? Is it audible and visible? Please reply. Is it audible and visible, everyone? Okay. Okay. So listen carefully. Listen carefully. Now there is simple thing I asked, that is, if the height of this ball from the ground, if the height of this ball from the ground is 125 meters, suppose this height is 125 meters, then you asked the range, maximum height, time of flight, everything, right? Maximum height, range, maximum, right? Okay, now listen carefully. First of all, what we have to do, understand carefully. First of all, we have to do that. We have to assume that this question belongs to motion in 1D. Because according to me, projectile motion is nothing special but motion in 1D plus a velocity in horizontal direction. Velocity in horizontal direction. Yes or no? I've already said you. In fact, it was said by, this is not my line. This is Galileo's line. Galileo's line. Galileo said that motion in two mutually perpendicular directions are independent of each other. Motion in two mutually perpendicular directions are independent of each other. That is what Galileo said. So you can assume that, yes, very good, very good. Vidya, let me discuss. The velocity of the body in the y direction is 0 meter per second. Now you will say that the velocity is 50. Be very careful while I ask you some question. Okay, I have not asked velocity in y direction. I have asked velocity in x direction. Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone? Am I audible? My voice is audible now, everyone? Okay. Hello. 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 Am I audible? Okay. 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 So let us understand what I'm saying. Let us understand carefully what I'm saying. Okay. Let us understand what I'm saying. I have, whenever I ask you some question, you should be very careful while giving answer. I have not asked you that what is the velocity of the body in x-axis or in horizontal direction. I have asked you what is the velocity along y-axis, along vertical direction. So if a body is projected purely in x direction, then it doesn't possess any velocity in y direction. If a body possesses velocity purely in x direction, then it doesn't have any velocity in y direction. Yes or no? So I can say that the velocity of the body is 0 meter per second. Yes or no? Okay. Now understand carefully. If the velocity of the body is 0 meter per second at this point, what should be the velocity of the body here? What should the velocity of the body here? Suppose this is t is equal to 0. And if it is t is equal to t, if in each second the velocity increases by 10 meter per second, that is the meaning of acceleration. Already we have understood this thing, okay? That if in 1 second the velocity increases by 10, then in t second it will increase by 10t. I'm applying unitary method. If in 1 second the velocity increased by 10, then in t seconds the velocity will increased by 10 times of t, that is 10t. Yes or no? Now take the average speed of 0 and 10t. If you calculate the average speed of 0 and 10t, if you calculate the average speed of 0 and 10t, what you will get? Tell me. If you will take the average of 10t and 0, what you will get? 10t plus 0 by 2, that is arithmetic mean, will give you 5t. This is speed. This it looks like time, but it is average speed. Notice carefully. This is velocity by which it is colliding with the ground. This is velocity by which it started its motion. This is velocity of starting motion, and this is velocity of colliding with ground. Right? Now, just a second. Now just take 5t is the speed and t is time. Then what will be the displacement? 5t is the speed and t is time. That is what I have said you. That distance is speed into time. 5t into t. Yes or no? So it is 5t square. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just equate this distance equal to 5t square, and that I have already told you in the first part of the video. I had given you a trick. In the first part of the video, I had given you a trick that 5t square can be directly equated to the distance if the velocity, initial velocity, is 0 meter per second. So 5t square after equating with 125 will give us how much? It will give t is equal to 5 second. It will give t is equal to 5 second. So one thing is understood, that the body is colliding with 50 meter per second, and the time taken is 5 second. And the time taken is 5 second. Now Rest what? So you have solved it like motion in 1D. Yes, you have to do the same thing. Now I know, since there is an x component of velocity, there is a horizontal component also, which will ensure that body will move in horizontal direction, also accompanied with its vertical motion, which it used to be done, which used to be happen under the influence of gravity. Vertical motion is happening under the influence of gravity, and this motion will be accompanied with the motion in x direction, which is happening due to this 50. Yes or no? So there is no difference between motion in 1D and 2D. That is what you have to understand. So understand, the body has a time of an interval of 5 seconds to move in the x axis as well, right? So simply we can say that the distance, the range, the distance it will move in the horizontal direction, that is along x axis, is 50 is 50 into the time is 5, and that is equal to 250 meters. So the range will be 250 meters. If somebody asks me, you will see a common trend that in NEET and JEE, they often ask, they find the velocity with which the particle will strike the ground. So it is very easy. The x component won't change. The x component will never change. Why it won't change? Because there is no acceleration in the x direction. So it will be 50 meter per second. Always it will be 50 meter per second, the x component of velocity. The only component which is changing is y. The only component which is changing is y. Understand carefully. So here the x component is 50 meter per second. And since the body is striking after 5 seconds, and gravity has got a time of 5 seconds to do its job, that is to accelerate the body by 10 meter per second each second. So the velocity again here will also become 50 meter per second. Just whatever is happening in this line, the same thing is happening in this also. The only difference is it is little bit curved because of this horizontal component 50. Yes or no? If the body used to collide with the ground with 50 meter per second, which used to be the vertical component of velocity, the vertical component of velocity is still 50 only. The only thing which is additional is x component. Yes or no? Is it clear, everybody, please? Is this concept clear to everyone? Is this concept clear to everyone? Is this clear? Is this clear to everyone? Hello? Am I audible? Okay, okay, okay. So if this concept is clear, now let's move forward. If somebody asks me what is the, so can you explain the last part? I'm just saying that whatever is happening in the vertical direction, the same thing is happening here also. Whatever the velocity of the body at this point, the same velocity will be here. The velocity of this point at this point will be same, say will be equal to the velocity at this point. Everything is same. The only difference is it is little bit diverted from its path due to this 50, which is horizontal component. Otherwise in vertical everything is same. That is what I'm saying. In simple language, projectile motion is nothing but motion in 1D accompanied with a horizontal component, which makes the path curve. That's it. That is what I'm saying. Have you got my point? Is it understood? Then I shall move forward, please. Please reply fast. Sanjeev beta, please reply. Is it understood, or I shall explain one more time? Okay, sir, understood. Thank you, Sanjeev. Right. So range we have calculated. Now you will often see you will often see that people ask with which speed the body collided with the ground. Just you go through NEET PYQ and JEE PYQ or any standard book of your own choice, and you will see questions like this, right? So it is very easy. Now you know that the 50 meter per second is the horizontal component. Similarly, the 50 meter per second is the vertical component. 50 meter per second is the vertical component. Okay. Now the velocity will be how much? Velocity will be how much? 50 square plus 50 square. So how much it will be? You know now. First of all, let me ask you that, are you aware with the concepts of vectors? If a velocity is given by ax I cap, or rather I should write ax I cap, not v. Let us suppose a velocity v vector is given by vx I cap plus Vy j cap, where Vx and Vy are the component of a velocity along x and y axis, then the magnitude of the velocity, that is speed. You should know that instantaneous velocity magnitude of instantaneous velocity is always equal to instantaneous speed, right? It is not true about average. We cannot say average velocity is equal to average speed. Average velocity magnitude is equal to average speed always. It is not necessary. Yes or no? It will be false in 99% cases. In one case, that is motion on a straight line without turning back, it is true. Otherwise, velocity magnitude, average velocity magnitude, and average speed magnitude, I am writing here in the corner for your convenience. Average velocity magnitude is not equal to average speed always. If there is only one case where it will be equal, that is a straight line without turning. But instantaneous velocity magnitude is always equal to instantaneous speed, always true. I hope that you are aware of this. So the magnitude of velocity, instantaneous velocity, that is equal to instantaneous speed, is given by Vx square plus Vy square. This is fundamental vector. Do you know? Everyone is aware of this. So we can say there is one component in x-axis, one component in y-axis, or horizontal, vertical, whatever you want to call, you can call. The only important thing is the angle should be 90 degree. Whether you call it x, y, y, z, x, z, horizontal, vertical, it is just about names. Okay, it is not necessary. You can give name whatever you want. The only thing which is important is that if the component of the velocities are at 90 degree to each other, then the resultant is given by 50 square plus 50 square, and that is equal to how much? 2500 plus 2500, it is 5000. So it is basically 5000 root of 5000. So it is 10 root 50. Yes or no? Or you can write it as 50 root 2 also. 50 root 2 also. Yes or no? Is it understood to everyone? 50 root 2. So the velocity with which it strikes the ground. See, listen carefully. Students do mistake at a mass level. Here students generally either mention vertical component or mention horizontal component, but we have to take the resultant because the body has both the velocity at same time. So if they ask you that what is the velocity with which the body is colliding with the ground, so you should not mention only one of these component. That is, you should not mention only horizontal or only vertical component. You should mention both. You should mention both here. You should mention both, and that is equal to 50 root 2 meter per second. Yes or no? If they go further, if they want to dig deeper, they will ask you that what is the angle at which it is colliding with the ground. So basically they want this angle. They generally ask the angle it is making with the ground. So how can I find it? How we will find it? Tell me. So it is very easy. If I am interested in this angle, for this angle, this is perpendicular and this is base. So I can write that if this is theta, suppose I am calling it theta. Suppose I am calling it, let me give it. Suppose I am calling this angle theta. Okay. Theta. Then tan theta is given by tan theta is given by perpendicular by base. Now what is the perpendicular of this? This one is perpendicular, that is 50, and base is again 50. So 50 by 50 will become 1. If tan theta is 1, then theta is equal to 45 degrees. Is it clear to everyone? Please reply. Please reply that is it clear to everyone? Is this concept clear to everyone? I want reply from each and everyone, please. Please. I reply, please reply, each and everyone, please reply. Have you got this point? If you have got this point, now let us dig deeper into the concept. Now I'm asking you a new question. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take a screenshot, because I will erase some things. You can take this screenshot. Yes, Shaswat, have you any issue? Can you please repeat it once more? Okay, I'm just saying that if there is a body whose velocity is like this, okay, this is horizontal component and this is vertical component. The resultant is always a combination of horizontal and vertical. Do you agree or not? Just tell me this thing. This is horizontal component, this is vertical. This is what you are calling Vx, and this is what you are calling Vy. Yes or no? And this is your resultant. Okay, this is your resultant velocity V. Okay, so if I ask you what is theta, then what you will do? Can you see here? Here it is forming a right angle triangle. Notice carefully. Notice carefully. Here it is forming a right angle triangle. Isn't it so? Isn't it so? It is forming a right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, this velocity or the vector which is just in the front of theta is perpendicular, and the theta is sitting on base. So I can write tan theta is equal to perpendicular by base, and perpendicular is Vy and base is Vx. Now tell me, have you got this point? Have you got this point, Saswat? I am dealing it right angle triangle. Leave vector. Forget about vector. I don't know vector. I'm a layman. I'm a class 9th student. I don't know what is vector. Leave these things. I only know that I can see a right angle triangle, and I know very well from class 9th. From class 9th, I know very well. From class 9th, I know very well that hypotenuse is equal to root under of base square plus perpendicular square. That is what I know. That's it. If somebody asks me V, I can say that it is sum of Vx and Vy which are at 90 degree with respect to each other. So Vx square plus Vy square under root is V. I'm talking about class 9th maths. That's it. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Now I'm changing the parameters of the question. Now I'm changing the question. Please reply as soon as possible. Okay, I'm changing the question little bit. Now I will see how many of you reply orally. If you reply orally, it will be a very motivating thing for me. Or take least time, least possible time. I am manipulating the question. I hope you have already taken the SS. You have taken the SS, or I should undo? Okay. Okay, now I'm changing the question. I will give only 10 seconds, because I have already said that the questions will be crushed within 10 seconds. I am just giving the data. Tell me fast as possible. 80 meter is the height, and 20 meter per second is the speed. Tell me fast with which velocity it is going to collide with the ground, angle, range, everything I want. Everything I want. So, please give me answer. Please, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Yes, yes, Saswat. Very good, very good, very good. Excellent. What is ATR, Mahesh? What are you writing? ATR. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Means R is equal to 80. Okay, okay, Mahesh, got your point. Got your point. Very good, beta. Very good, Sanjeev. Very good, Vidya. Saswat, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your replies. I'm very happy. Okay, let us do this question and then we will move to a JEE Main PYQ. Okay, I have just told you a simple trick. Now onwards, you have to do nothing. Whenever you see that the vertical component is 0 meter per second, leave horizontal. Just you have to ignore horizontal. Whenever the body is shooted horizontally, whatever be the velocity in horizontal direction, whatever be the velocity in horizontal direction, the vertical will be always 0. I don't care about this Vx I should write. Okay, I don't care about Vx, but Vy will be always 0 for sure. Vy will be always 0. Yes or no? So as soon as the body is projected, Vy is 0. Okay. Now I see here 0, here 10t. Now I don't do that much effort. I won't put that much effort. I already know that the velocity at this point is going to become 10t. If I assume that t is equal to 0 at the point when is the point of time when the body is shooted, and t is the time when body reaches the ground. Okay, and directly I am writing the result will be 5t square. Just learn it now onwards. Just learn it, and there's nothing about learning. It is nothing but half gt square. If you carefully observe, already in part 1 I have covered these things, right? Already in part 1 I have covered these things. If you are new to the class, then it may sound a little bit new, but still I will make you understand everything. But it is highly recommended that please go through part 1 and part 2. And part 2 is advanced version of part 1, so that's why you should first get to part 1, then part 2 of the video, and then come to this part 3. Still I will explain you everything, don't worry. Still you will be able to understand, and you will get t is equal to 4 seconds directly will be able to. Now onwards, whenever you see now questions like this, directly give answer first, then you have to think. If you come at this conclusion that t is equal to 4 seconds, now I am sure after 4 seconds this body is colliding with the earth, right? Now see carefully. Okay, 4 seconds, t is equal to 4 seconds. Now the path is curved. Why the path is curved? The path is curved due to this horizontal component, because the vertical component gets changed in the same fashion which used to be in motion in 1D. Okay, it changes with the same pattern as if the body is motion in 1D. But this 20, this horizontal component ensures that the body should get a curved path. I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. Yes or no? Now understand very carefully. Very carefully that the range will be how much? Range will be how much? You have got 20 into 4, 80. 80 meters will be range, because the velocity which is responsible for range is 20 meter per second. You have given a time interval of 4 seconds so that 20 meter per second could do its job. What is its job? Its job is to ensure that body moves along x-axis. Yes or no? So the speed I know, the time I know, and if I multiply speed with time, I will get the range. Yes or no? Everybody, please reply better. Everybody got my point? Everybody? Now I am asking what is the net velocity. Now I am asking what is the net velocity. So it is very clear. So because this component will never change, this will be 20 only, horizontal component. that I have shown with purple color. And the vertical component will be how much? Each second the velocity increases by 10. So in 4 seconds it will be 40. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So what will be its resultant beta? What will be its resultant? It will be something like this. This is 20. This is 40. And this you have to find the resultant. Again, I am saying this is resultant velocity, and you call it Vx. You call it Vx. You call it Vy. I can see there is nothing. This is not something new. This is just right angle triangle. Okay. This is just right angle triangle if you see carefully. So directly I can say that the V will be equal to how much? Root under 20 square plus root under 40 square. Yes or no? Everybody got my point? Everybody got my point? I think some students have given the answer, right? 200 root 2. 400 you take common. Okay. Everybody has got the answer. Yes. Okay. Now I'm changing the question little bit. If I ask you, if the body is taking 4 seconds in reaching from point A to point B, if I ask you that what is the angle of the velocity with horizontal at time t equal to 2 seconds? Obviously, at t equal to 2 seconds, the body will be in between these 2 points, that is A and B. If the path is like this, and if I asking what is happening at t equal to 2 seconds, it means the body will be in between something, point A and point B. The body will be in between point A and point B, yes or no? So tell me, what will be the component? If suppose this is velocity, okay, I'm changing the color so that you should not get confused. I am showing it with black color. Pink color. So this is the net velocity at t equal to 2 seconds. There will be some horizontal component also, which I am showing with red color. There will be some vertical component also. I don't care. I just want the net velocity, how much angle the net velocity is making with the horizontal. How much angle the net velocity is making with the horizontal. That is what I'm interested. Please find. Please, everybody. Please. You will see questions like this in all standard books. You can refer them. We'll see questions like this. Fast. Fast. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5, 4. I will bring a countdown. There is a countdown feature also. I will enable it next time in our live classes. You have to crush every question within 10 seconds. Physics question, especially. Do fast. 45 degree. Achu, thank you so much, beta. Thank you so much. I appreciate your efforts. Very good. Excellent. If you would have been sitting in front of me, I would rewarded you with a chocolate. Very good. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So let's see. 45 degrees. 45. Everybody is giving answer 45 degree. Yes. Very good. Very good. The simple thing is just you have to see that the horizontal component will be 20 only. Each second, the vertical component increases by 10. The vertical component of velocity increases by 10. So in 2 seconds, I'm asking at 2 seconds. So in 2 seconds, it will get 20. It will get equal to 20. So the x component is also 20. Now understand carefully. The y component is also 20. So the resultant, how much it will get? How much it will be equal to? Just we have to do one thing. We have to take this, we have to take this 20, put here, and now we can see a right angle triangle. Yes or no? Now we can see a right angle triangle. And here I can write tan theta is perpendicular by base. Perpendicular by base, yes or no? So here we can write 20 upon 20, and that is 1. This is component of velocity, x and y. And tan theta is 1. It means tan theta is 1. It means theta is equal to 45 degree. How many of you are feeling happy, please? Please, how many of you used to apply formula and whatnot, and you must have mugged up so many formula, uy minus gt for any general time, and then uy minus gt upon ux, or u sine theta minus gt upon u cos theta, and whatnot you must have remembered or seen in the books. But I think now it is very easy for you. How many of you feeling happy? Sanjeev is feeling happy. Anyone else? Are you getting confidence in physics? Please reply. Are you getting confidence in physics? Are you getting confidence in physics? Okay. So now we are moving to the PYQ part. Okay, which I have promised. Okay, try to do this question with yourself. Try to do this question with yourself, and then I will discuss. Okay, let me discuss. This is the first question. Let me discuss in detail. Okay, you will get a very good insights in this question. Okay, insights are important. See, it is not important that whether I am solving the question or you are solving the question. Important insights are necessary because that will help you in the examination, right? So that is something which is very important. Suppose this is our beautiful helicopter. My drawing is not too good, but still I'm trying to make it best. This is our helicopter. Okay, suppose. Now it is given that this helicopter is accelerating in the upward direction. It is already given, right? This helicopter is accelerating in the upward direction. First of all, you read the question carefully, because all the questions of physics has answer in it, hidden answer in it. Answer is hidden in it. Answer is hidden in it. Just you have to see properly what things are given. First of all, helicopter rises from rest. This is the most important data which you are given. That is, initial velocity of the helicopter is 0. And since the body is caved in the helicopter, the initial velocity of body will also 0. Okay, the initial velocity of the body will also be equal to 0. Understand carefully what I'm trying to say, that if a helicopter is at rest, it is resting on the ground, it means its velocity is 0. So everything, whatever kept in that helicopter inside it, will be at rest only. It is understood? Yes or no? Now, the second part is, it starts vertically upward with a constant acceleration z. Okay, so it starts accelerating in the vertical direction with acceleration g. Okay, some students get confused that this g is acceleration due to gravity, and they start thinking that there must be something wrong in the question, because acceleration due to gravity always acts in the reverse direction of what is given in this question. Acceleration or due to gravity always acts in the downward direction, but in question it is mentioned vertically upward, and that's why sir is also showing acceleration in the upward direction. But it is not possible. Acceleration due to gravity always acts in the downward direction. So why sir is showing like this? There must be some ambiguity. Okay, minus 10 meter per second square. Yes. Minus sign shows that the acceleration due to gravity is acting in the downward direction. But here it is vertically upward beta. It is mentioned that it is acting vertically upward direction. Now here students gets confused that what is actually happening. Now understand carefully, this acceleration is not due to gravitational force of earth. This acceleration is a result of thrust provided by the helicopter due to its engine. If the fan of like a helicopter is revolving, then due to pressure difference, I will teach it in Bernoulli principle that what happens why does a helicopter starts moving in upward direction or downward direction. That is something which is beyond the scope of the syllabus right now. Okay, so just understand, the fan is revolving, the fan of the helicopter is revolving, and it is creating a thrust in the upward direction, and thrust is nothing but force. So this force is ensuring an acceleration of helicopter in the upward direction, and that acceleration is coincidentally equal to acceleration due to gravity. There is no other connection. It is just a matter of chance. That acceleration can be anything. That acceleration can be 2 meter per second square. That acceleration can be 3 meter per second square. That acceleration can be 5 meter per second square. And this acceleration is due to the thrust provided by the engine of the helicopter. And due to this acceleration, a helicopter starts from its original position and starts moving in the upward direction. Now it is by coincidence this G is 10. It is just a coincidence. Have you got this point? Please clear. Everyone, please participate. Is it clear to everyone? It is just a matter of chance. That just to make data easy, they have taken data like this, just to make calculation easy. Got it or not, everyone? Everyone got it the point? Have you got the point? Okay. Now listen carefully. Now listen carefully. Now what is they are saying? A food packet is dropped from the helicopter. Now the food packet is dropped from the helicopter. Suppose this pink entity is food packet. Okay, this pink thing is food packet. Now generally what students, where students gets confused whenever they see dropped, whenever they see word dropped, they make a perception that initial velocity is 0 meter per second. This is wrong. This is wrong. I have already told you in the very first class that drop doesn't mean that the velocity of the body is 0 meter per second. Drop means the velocity of the body is equal to the velocity of the place from where it is released at that point of time. Yes or no? So first of all, we have to find the velocity. We have to find the velocity of this helicopter at this point of time when the food packet is getting dropped. Yes or no? And this height is how much? This height is how much? You tell me. This height is how much? This height is h. It is already given. This height is h. Now understand very carefully. How we will find the v? So it is very easy. V square is equal to u square plus 2gh. We already know. Here, the height is capital H. Acceleration is plus g. First time I have seen acceleration plus g. Why? Because the acceleration g is not in downward direction. It is in upward direction. Yes or no? And the body is moving due to the thrust of the engine of the helicopter. Gravity must be doing its job, but it doesn't matter for me. I just see acceleration. I just see net acceleration, that is g in the upward direction. That's it. That is my only thing which I should focus on, right? So it gets 2gh and u is 0, and that's how the v will become equal to root under 2gh. So at this point of time, the velocity of the helicopter is 2gh. We can directly remember this result also. Yes or no? That whenever a body is thrown, I should say rather, whenever a body is released from terrace or from some cliff that is static objects, then the velocity with which it strikes the ground is root under 2gh. Same thing is happening here also, but in reverse direction. That is, body is going upward due to helicopter. Okay, so it is root 2gh. Now, when you will release the food packet, now don't expect that food packet will start coming in the downward direction as soon as it is released. It won't start coming in the downward direction because it has some history. It has some initial velocity in the upward direction. It has already some initial velocity in the upward direction because the helicopter is moving in the upward direction. Yes or no? So there is some history associated with this food packet, and this history is a history, I mean to say, the history is related to the velocity, right? Now listen carefully. The velocity of the food packet will be root 2gh. Now the contact between the food packet and helicopter has been broke, right? So now we will concentrate only on food packet. Now leave the helicopter part. So now the question for me is that a body is released in the upward direction with a velocity of root under 2gh, and now since the contact between the helicopter and the food packet is finished, is now they are not in contact with each other, so I can simply say that now the body is purely moving under the influence of gravity. So I can say that the body is purely moving under the influence of gravity. Now there is no role of helicopter. Helicopter is a side thing now. So let's forget helicopter. Now the body is moving purely under the influence of gravity. Something like this is happening, right? First it will go above. Why it is going above? Because it has some initial velocity in the upward direction, which will ensure that the body first moves in the upward direction. It reaches a maximum point where velocity becomes zero, where its vertical velocity due to movement of helicopter becomes zero, because it has some history, it has some velocity initially given, right? And now it will starts moving in the downward direction, but from here the motion is solely under gravity, right? So if I ask you that how much, what is then question asking, the time taken by the packet to reach the ground is close to, means they are asking this time as soon as the food packet is released. So this is the point of time when the food packet is released. From this time to till it reaches the ground, they are asking the total time. They are asking the total time. Okay, this time they are asking. Okay, so how can we do this? Anybody has any idea? Anybody anybody any idea? Okay, I will say, first of all, you think that how much time it will take in reaching this point. First of all, do find this. Okay, so one thing I know, that if I add this time with this time, this time, this time, I will get the total time. If I add the yellow time with the black time, if I add yellow time interval with the black time interval, I hope the total time I will get. Yes or no? I will get. Yes or no? Okay. Now let's proceed. Yes, very good. Very good, Saswat. Okay. Now listen carefully. First of all, tell me this time. So it is very easy. If the velocity is root 2gh, and if each second the velocity get decreased by g, then what is the total time in reaching the maximum height? So it will be, yellow time will be root under 2gh divided by g. That is what we have been doing till now. We divide the velocity with 10 and we get the answer. Yes or no? So it becomes how much? It becomes root under 2 h by g. Okay, h by g. Root g by g will get cancelled and root g will come in denominator, and that's why I can write it root under 2h by g. Is it clear to everyone? This is yellow time. Now I'm going to find the black time interval. The black time interval. Okay, so how I will find it? So for this, I already know this height is equal to h. Already I know that this height is h. Yes or no? This height is h. Now I have to find this height. This height I have to find. So it is understood, if the final velocity is zero, and if the initial velocity is root 2gh, I'm calculating for the yellow part. So just I have to put a formula, v square is equal to u square minus 2gh. Sir, initially you were doing plus, but now you are taking it minus g. Why? Because now the body is moving under the influence of gravity, and acceleration due to gravity is minus 10 meter per second square in the downward direction. The minus sign signifies the direction of acceleration is in downward direction. That's why I'm taking minus now. Previously it was moving under the influence of a helicopter. Okay, now it is moving solely under the influence of gravity. So we have to take things like that, right? So v is equal to 0, u square is 2gh. Yes or no? 2g capital H I should write, or small h. What is given? A small h. Okay, minus 2g capital H. I have to find capital H. So I can clearly see that as capital H is small h. It means this is small h, which is already given in the question, and the capital H become equal to small h. Okay, so simple, I should say the total height is 2h. This is 2h, and I have already said you that whenever the body starts its motion from 0 meter per second, just watch the black part. Okay, don't watch the yellow part. For the black part, what is happening actually? The body is first, the food packet is first going in the upward direction. Its velocity is becoming equal to 0, and now it is returning from that point and coming to the earth, right? Coming to the ground. Now the point at which it is taking a turn, at that point the velocity is 0. So for the second part of the motion, I can assume that the body has started its motion from 0 meter per second till it reached the ground. I am giving it name. Suppose this is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. So A to B is first part and B to C is second part. So in B to C, I can say that the B to C motion is behaving as if the body has started its motion from 0 meter per second velocity, and then it is reaching ground with some velocity. Okay, now I know the distance 2h, and I have already said you that whenever the velocity is initial velocity is 0 meter per second, just equate it with 5t square. Yes or no? So here you can get that t is equal to 2h by 5, and on multiplying above and below with 2, I can get 4h by 10, and 10 is nothing but g. So it will become 2 root under h by g, and it is root under 2 root under h by g. Now you have to just add this time. This is AB time, this is AB time, and this is BC time. BC time. So just as soon as you add it, root 2 is 1.414. 1.414. So if you add them, this will become how much? 3.414. 3.414 root under h by g will be the answer. Okay, tell me, how many of you have got the same answer? How many of you have got the same answer? Please, please everybody. Please everybody. How many of you have got the same answer? How many of you have got the same answer? Please reply, everybody. Okay. Understood? Everybody understood the concept? Everybody understood the concept? This is time taken in. Sir, can you explain that? Okay. Beta, already I had said you must be remembered in the previous question. In the previous question, I said you that whenever a body is starting its velocity from 0 meter per second and it is traveling some distance hd whatever, okay, h, then the time taken in reaching, suppose this is t is equal to 0 and this is t equal to t, then the time taken from point A to point B is given by 5t square, that is equal to h. That is what I have said. That is same thing I'm explaining, Sanjeev. I have given a generalization in part 1 of the video. You must not have seen that part. It's okay, but I am repeating it once again. Suppose if the velocity is 0 meter per second, each second the velocity increases by 10. So in t seconds, the velocity will become equal to 10t. The average of 10t and 0 is 5t, and I have already assumed that the time taken from point A to point B is, in reaching from point A to point B is t. So speed into time is distance, that is 5t square. Speed into time is distance, that is how much? 5t into t is 5t square, and that is nothing but h. So directly if h is given, you can find the time. Like here you did. 80 meter was given directly by equating 5t square. You have given that time, right? Same thing I am doing for this part. Same thing I am doing for the black part, that if the initial velocity is 0 because it is returning from point B, point B is the return point, okay, right? So it will be equal to, and here the velocity is 0 and here the velocity is something I don't know, but I know the height now. I know the height that that is equal to 2h. So I can directly write that 2h is equal to 5t square, where t is the black part time, right? Time of the black part it has covered. So t will be equal to this value. 2h by 5 I should write, but I know that 5 is not related in the options. So I wrote 5 as 10 by multiplying above and below with 2 under root, okay, and that is why it become equal to g. In terms of g, I am trying to calculate. That's it. Now is it understood to everyone? Please, everyone, please tell me fast. Everyone, please. If it is understood, then I will move to the second question. If it is understood, then I will move to the second question. Otherwise, there is no benefit of going to the second question. Fast. Okay. Taswat has understood. Sanjeev, have you understood, beta? Okay. Thank you so much. Now let's move forward. Listen. Small toy car is position and rest under constant acceleration. It means there is a toy car whose initial velocity is 0 meter per second and it is experiencing a constant acceleration. Okay. If it travels a distance of 10 meter in t seconds, suppose this is t equal to 0, and at t equal to t seconds, it has moved some s1 distance, suppose. And from t equal to t equal to 2t, okay, equal to 0 to t equal to 2t, and from t equal to t equal to 2t, it has moved further distance of s2. Okay. Similarly, 2t to 3t I can also take. Okay. It has moved some further distance s3. Now listen carefully. Listen very carefully. What is the velocity here? 0. What is the velocity? What will be the velocity here? 80. Because each second the velocity is increasing by a. So in t seconds it will increase by 80. What is average of 80 and 0? Half 80. 80 and 0 mean is half 80. Half 80. And what is time? T. So it will be how much? Half 80 square. So S1 is half 80 square. Directly with use of formula also, equation of motion also, you can find this one, because S1 is equal to ut plus half 80 square. U is 0. So it will give you half 80 square. Similarly, now find, this is S1. Now find S1 plus S2. Sir, why are you not directly calculating S2? There is some purpose. Just do what I am saying. S1 plus S2. Let us call it let us give it some other name. Let us give it some other name. I am calling it from t equal to 0 to distance t equal to 2t. I am calling it d. Let us call this distance. Let us give it some other name. I am calling it d. Okay. Now you understand, each second the velocity is increasing by a. So in 2t seconds it will increase by 280. Okay, it will be 280. Now what is average of 280 and 0? Because here the velocity was 0. Here the velocity was 0. Here the velocity is 280. So the average of 280 and 80 is 280 plus 0 by 2. That is 80. Yes or no? So 80 is the speed and time is 2t. So the distance d is speed in average speed, that is 80. 80 is what? It is average speed. Average speed, which I have already told you in trick. Average speed into time. Time is how much? Time is 2t. So it will be how much? It will be 2at square. Yes or no? So d is 2at square. If you notice carefully, then d is nothing but 4 times of s1. Yes or no? And I can clearly see that D minus S1 is S2. D, if this is D, if this distance is D and this distance is S1, then D minus S1 is S2. D minus S1 is S2. So I can write that 4S1 minus S1, replacing D with 4S1. Yes or no? So it will give me 3S1 is equal to S2. Means if I consider, I don't know the time interval even, but one thing I am sure that if this distance is X, this distance is 3X. And similarly, if you calculate, this distance will be 5X. And that is called Galileo's ratio. The distance varies as 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7 is to 9 is to 11 and so on. Right? Always keep this in your mind. Always keep this in your mind. This is an excellent technique to solve questions like this. In fact, in part 1, I have done some questions on this concept, that tap problem. And if I have not done it, I will do it in future classes. Don't worry. Future classes, I will do it. I will cover such questions. Is it understood to everyone? Please, everybody reply. It is just simple mathematics. You can just remember the result that the time interval may have any value. If this is equal, t is equal to 0, and if this is equal to t equal to t, now understand, t can have any value, 1 second, 2 second, 5 second, 10 second, but whatever value you take, that value must be constant every time. It must be consistent. Now, next time you cannot take 3t or 4t. Next time you have to take 2t only. Next time you have to take 3t only. Yes or no? Next time you have to take 40 only. And if the body is starting from rest and it is experiencing a constant acceleration, fixed acceleration, then the distance is 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7 is to 9 is to 11. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. So now onwards, you don't need to even read the question. Like this, you will find in NEET as well as JEE PYQs. First of all, take a screenshot. First of all, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Have you taken the screenshot? Please tell me fast. Okay, let us forward. Let us proceed. Now this is 10 meter. It is given. It is given that this is 10 meter. Then what is this? If it is 1, then it is 3 times of it. 30 meters. Simple. Simple. 30 meter you can say them. Now let us, I'm little bit changing the question. I'm little bit changing the question. Now I'm little bit changing the question. Okay. It might happen that in next attempt, they gave something else. I'm making it equal to 5 meters. And this T I am making 2T. Be very specific. Read question carefully. Read question carefully. I'm making this 25 meter and this T as 2T seconds. Tell me this answer. Tell me the answer of this. I'm rubbing this. Take a screenshot. I'm rubbing this. Orally, you should be able to do the answer. This can easily come in the next upcoming JEE Main exam. Read question carefully. I am emphasizing again and again. Read question carefully. Don't do mistake just because of hurriness. In hurry, you should not make mistake. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, one answer has came. Sanjeev has given the answer. Anybody else? 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's all. 10 seconds has finished. Meter. Okay. Sashwat and Sanjeev answer. Sir, is it correct? Okay, okay, let me check. Let me check. I have not learned the question. Okay. It can take any value, don't worry. 30 meter. Sashwat is saying 30 meter. Anybody else? Anybody else? Sashwat and Sanjeev, I got it. Vidya is also saying 30 meter. 30 meter. Okay, okay. Sanjeev, please check. Please check your answer. Have you gone through the question carefully? In the next 2t seconds, I am asking. Suppose this is t is equal to 0. All conditions are satisfied. U is 0. Acceleration is constant. Acceleration is fixed. Already this condition satisfied. T is equal to 0. T is equal to t. T is equal to 2t. T is equal to 3t. Now this is not the test of your English. This is not the test of your physics or maths. This is test of your English, that whether you understand English or not properly. Okay. Now this question was basically a test of English. Okay. Now they are saying a small toy starts constant. It travels a distance of 5 meter in first t second. The distance traveled by the toy next 2t seconds. So this is 5. Now one thing I know, that this goes like this: 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7 is to something like this. It will go right. Now you tell me, if this is 5 meter, they are the author or the examiner is not saying how much it will travel in 2t seconds from t equal to 0. If he would have been asking that what distance it will travel in 2t seconds from t equal to 0, then it would have been this distance. It would have been this distance. He is not asking this one. He is asking in the next 2t seconds. He has reached this point. The body has reached this point. Now in the next 2t time means t plus 2t, that is, he is asking, the examiner is asking this distance. This is the catch, right? Now this is 5. If 1 is 5, then 3 is 15. Then 5 is 25. So it will be 25 plus 15, no? It will be 25 plus 15, no? 25 plus 15. Now tell me 25 plus 15, how much? This is 40 meters. Have you got the insight of the question? How I twisted the question, and it seems to, sir, it should be 35. How, beta? 5, then 15, then 25. How you are saying that it should be 35? 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 10, 40. 40 it will be. Is it understood to everyone? Have you got the insight that how the question is twisted? Still trick is valid. Still trick is valid. Once you understand the trick, then it becomes very easy. No, sir, I don't understand. Okay. Let me repeat. First of all, tell me what the question is asking. If you don't understand question, if you don't understand question carefully, then you won't be able to give answer. Now, what they are asking? Listen. If it travels a distance of 5 meter in t seconds, suppose from t equal to 0 to t equal to t, it is moving 5 meters. And already I have told you, I'm repeating, beta. I'm repeating, just listen. I am saying that the distance is like something like this, that in first time interval, if it is x, then the second time interval, that is t to 2t, it will be 3x. In the third time interval, from 2t to 3t, it will be 5x. In fourth time interval, it will be how much? 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7x. Yes or no? Odd numbers you have to see. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like that. Yes or no? Now, in the first t second, the author has already given the value. For the first 5 seconds, the author has already given the value 5 meters. So if this is 5, then this will be how much? 15 na? And this will be how much? 25 na? Now you must be wondering that, sir, The question is asking the distance traveled by the toy in 2t second. You have skipped the word next. You have skipped the word next. What is the meaning of next 2 seconds? If suppose your school starts at time equal to 10 a.m. first period. First period at time is equal to 10 a.m. First class or first period, whatever you say. If I ask you that what is taught in the next 2 periods after completion of first period, it means I'm asking till third period or till second period. What I'm asking, if first period has been completed, if the first period has been completed, okay, the bell has rang, and then I am asking you what will be taught in the next 2 periods. What does it mean? That I am talking till third period or second period? First period is already completed. First period is already completed. And if I'm talking about next 2 periods, it means I'm talking about second period and third period. Till third period. Got it or not what I'm saying? So if it is written next 2t seconds, it means from t equal to t, it has already reached here, 5 meters. T equal to 0, it was at x is equal to 0. It has already reached x is equal to 5 meter. In the next 2t seconds, it will reach how much? 15 meter and 25 meter. This distance I was asking. And this was what? This will be how much? 25 plus 15. That is equal to 40 meters. Is it understood? Have you got the insights of this problem? Have you got the important insight of this problem? Okay, I'm little bit changing the question. Again. Again, I'm changing the question. And give me answer directly. If next word would have been absent, if the next word would have been absent, and the author was asking the distance traveled by the toy in the 2t seconds is t seconds it is given, 2t he is asking, next word is absent. Now you tell me answer. If only next word is absent, now tell me answer. Fast. Yes. The Galileo's ratio will be used if initial velocity is 0 and acceleration is constant. It may be acceleration or retardation, doesn't matter, but it must be constant. 20 meter. Yes. The distance traveled in 2t seconds. It will be 2t, say from t to 2t, it will be 15 meter. And from t equal to 0 to 2t, it will be 20 meters. Very good. I hope it is understood to everyone now. It is understood to everyone. It is understood to everyone. Now I'm changing the question. Do this question fast. Trick. With trick, you can solve this question in seconds. Not even minutes. You can solve this in seconds. This is JEE Main 2022, 29 January morning shift online. This was one of the toughest JEE Main shift of 2022. Physics was tough. I don't think that it is tough, but students used to say that. And other people who analyze papers said that it is tough. I don't think that there is anything tough in physics. If you have been taught properly, then everything is very easy. If you have been taught properly, and if you are under the right guidance, that is in Astra Academy, then you will be taught everything and you will do wonders. You will perform in a wonderful manner. Fast. Shall I proceed? Okay. Suppose this is terrace of a building. The height of the building is how much? It is given equal to 180 meters. It is 180 meters. Okay. Ball A is released at t equal to 0 second. The ball A is released at t equal to 0 second. Okay. 2 seconds after. Now, understand carefully. If this is ball A and it has moved some distance, and again after 2 seconds, ball B is released. B is released at t equal to 2 seconds. B is released at t equal to 2 seconds. And it is also moving, but it is not dropped. It has given some velocity. It was dropped from a fixed place. That's why u is 0. I'm not saying that whenever you see drop, you just use u equal to 0. Already we have seen helicopter question in which initial velocity was not 0 meter per second and drop word has been used by the examiner. Yes or no? Already I have explained the thing that if you are releasing a body from a fixed place like terrace, cliff, then the initial velocity is 0 if it has been dropped. But if the body, if the surface is already moving with some velocity, then the same velocity will be transferred to the body even if the word released or drop is used. Okay, yes or no? Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Is that clear to everyone? Now just see how I do this question and you will be shocked that how easy sir can do this question. But one thing I expect from all of you, yeah, please subscribe the channel and please share it also. Let your friends subscribe it. Please support. It's my humble request. I will teach all chapters here only, don't worry. Okay, but please subscribe, show some support beta, please. Okay, please send this link, channel link, to your friends or whatever, and please tell them to subscribe. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vidya. Thank you so much, Sanjay. Okay, just see. Now let us focus on the question, right? If initial velocity is 0 meter per second, okay, and what the question is saying, the question is saying that the two bodies met at a point. The two bodies, suppose this is the level, this is the point where they met with each other, 100 meter above the ground. Now 100 meter above the ground means 80 meters below that surface, below the terrace. So this distance is 80 meters. Okay, this distance is 80 meter. Both ball has touched each other. Suppose the ball B have moved for t seconds. Ball B moved for t seconds. Then it is 100% sure that ball A moved for t plus 2 seconds. T plus 2 seconds. How many of you got this point, please? How many of you got this point, please? If the ball, suppose t equal to 0, I've thrown a body. My stopwatch is showing t is equal to 0 second. Now, I have released a body. It started moving towards the ground. Then my stopwatch start reading 1 second. It starts showing reading 1 second after 1 second. Then it starts showing 2 second after 2 second. And then I threw body B with initial velocity u. Now both will meet now. Now some students will ask that we have taken interval of 2 seconds between the two release or two throws of the ball, then how is it possible that they will meet? Because we have given this some initial velocity. It has no initial velocity. Ball A has no initial velocity. Ball B has some initial velocity. So it will cover up fast. And if it will cover up fast, it is probable that they meet at some point. And the question is already given that 80 meters from the terrace they are meeting, because 100 meters from the ground means 80 meters from the terrace or fixed surface, whatever you say. Is it clear to everyone, beta? Is it clear to everyone? It means if the B body moved for t seconds, then A was started 2 seconds before B, because it was started at t equal to 0. B is started at t equal to 2. So if B is moving total time interval of t seconds, it means A is moving time interval of t plus 2. Yes or no? Is it clear to everyone? This point is clear, then I can proceed forward. Okay, 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 okay. Now let us see. Now just see the magic. Just see the magic. Just see the magic. If the velocity is here is 0 and if the velocity here is, I don't know what, but one thing I am sure that each second the velocity increased by 10 meter per second. Each second the velocity increased by 10 meter per second. So in t plus 2 time, how much it will increase? 10 t plus 2. It will become how much? 10 t plus 20. If the velocity here is 0, if the velocity is 10 t plus 20, then what is the mean of 10 t plus 20 plus 0 divided by 2? It will be how much? 5t plus 10. This is the average speed. Now tell me the time. Time is t plus 2 seconds, no? Time is t plus 2 seconds. Time is t plus 2 seconds. So this is average speed. I'm applying that trick only which I have told you earlier, average speed, and this is time. And I know speed into time is distance, that is 80 meters. Shall I repeat this once again? Shall I repeat this once again? Okay, I am repeating it once again. What is the velocity at this point? 0. What is the time taken by the body A to move in the downward direction to cover distance of 80 meter? That is point at this point. Let us call it point D. So what is the time taken, or rather I should say, this is point P and this is point Q. Then tell me what is the time taken by the body A to move from point P to point Q? That is t plus 2 seconds. Each second velocity increase by 10. So how much total velocity will increase in t plus 2 seconds? So it is unitary method. 10 into t plus 2. This will be the increase in velocity. Initially the velocity is 0. Finally the velocity is 10t plus 20. Now this is the final speed at this point Q. This is the initial speed at this point P. Yes or no? This is the speed at point Q. Now we have to take the average of 10t plus 20 plus 0. So what I told you, just take average, just take mean. So it will be how much? 5t plus 10. This is speed. And what is the time? Time is t plus 2. It is already given. Then 5t plus 10 into t plus 2 is 80 meters. Is it understood to everyone? Please. Is it understood to everyone? Please. Okay. Okay. Now just by seeing the equation you can solve it. That if I take the value of t equal to 1, then it will be somewhere around 15 and this will be 3. 15 into 3 is 45, not satisfied. If I take value t equal to 3, then 5 into 3, 15, 15 plus 10 is 15 plus 10 is 25, 25 plus 5, 25 into 5, because I'm taking 3, I'm taking t equal to 3. 25 into 5 is 125. It won't satisfy. If I take 2, you can just by putting 1 after 1 you should have put 2 only, but just for the sake convenience, for the sake of convenience I have taken 3. Okay, so just put 2 here, t equal to 2. 5 into 2 is 10, 10 plus 10 is 20, and this is 4, and 20 into 4 is 80. It means time is equal to 2 seconds. That's it. Okay, Shashwat. Okay. Got it. Shashwat, I have already told you a trick. If you have already taken previous classes, in fact, I have repeated it right now in the previous question, that if the initial velocity is 0, and suppose a body take time t to reach at this point, then the speed will become 10t. Then the average of 10t and 0 is 5t, and the time taken is t, then it becomes 5t squared. The distance become 5t squared. Same thing I am saying here also, that here the velocity is 0. Here the velocity is 10 into t plus 2, because the time t is t plus 2 now this time. Now 10 into t plus 2 is 10t plus 20, and if you take the average of 0 and 10t plus 20, it is 5t plus 10. So this is average speed, this is time, and average speed into time is distance. That is the trick which I have told in last classes. Now is it understood? Now is it understood? Now is it understood? Now let's focus at the value of u. Now the question is that a body B, here we were focusing only on object A. Now we will talk about object B also, right? Now we will talk about object B also. Now we will talk about object B also. Okay. Now the speed of, now I am repeating the same trick here. Shashwat, listen carefully. You will get the point. T is equal to 0, speed is u. Now how much time the B has taken in reaching from point P to point Q? Tell me. T seconds, no? Each second the speed increase by 10. So in T seconds it will increase by 10t. So the speed will become u plus 10t because u was the initial speed now. It has already some speed now. U plus 10t. The body has already some speed u. So each second, if the speed is increasing by 10, so in t seconds, it will increase by 10t. If the speed was u, and after t time, the speed will become, the speed is increased by 10t. I'm not saying that speed is becoming 10t. I'm saying that speed is increased by 10t. It means if the previous speed was u and the speed has increased by 10t, so the speed has become u plus 10t. Is it so? Now, what I have told you, if you have to find the distance between 2 points, that is P and Q, just you have to take the average of these two speeds. Now, how to take the average of these two speeds? U plus 10t. Don't get confused. I'm changing the color. Otherwise, you will confuse with this calculation. Just a second. Let us write it with orange. U plus 10t. This is first velocity, this is second velocity, this is velocity at P, this is velocity at Q. Yes or no? And adding them and then dividing them by 2 will give me mean speed or average speed, whatever you call it. So it will become U plus 5t. Yes or no? So U plus 5t is the speed, average speed. And what is the time? Time is t seconds only. It is given already that B, body B has taken t seconds in reaching point Q from point P. It is given. Here already we have assumed that this time is t and this time is t plus 2. Yes or no? Because it was it was released 2 seconds previous to the body B. That's why 2 seconds more it is getting for the same distance. Yes or no? So now let us focus on B only. So the distance will be the average speed into time, and this will be equal to 80 again. And fortunately, we know the value of t. Fortunately, we know the value of t. 2 seconds, just put it here. Okay, so I'm rubbing some calculation. If you want to take screenshots, please take a screenshot right now. If you want to take the screenshot, please take a screenshot right now. Okay. Now I'm rubbing it. Okay. Just see here. See here carefully. 39? 39 it won't come, beta. It is u plus 5t into t is equal to 80. U they are asking. U they are asking 30. Yes, yes, 30 will come. T value is 2. Here also 2. So basically it will become u plus 10 into 2. U plus 10 into 2 is 80. I will directly cancel out and make it 40. And after sending it this side from LHS to RHS, u will be equal to 40 minus 10, that is 30. So this is your answer. You didn't require to solve even a single quadratic equation, if you see carefully. Are you feeling that physics is becoming easy with this approach? Everyone, please. Is it understood to everyone? Please, everyone, reply. Okay, now do this question. Do this question. This question is in homework. This question is in homework. Do this question. If you do this question fast, then I will think that my teaching is worth. If you do this question fast enough. And this is the latest question asked in JEE Main 2023. Do it fast. You will feel that now you have reached a certain level in these chapters. I'm giving you 1 minute. Please do. A, B, C, D. Fast. Have anybody got the answer? A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm starting the solution. Meanwhile, you have to find yourself. 15 meter per second. Okay. Okay. 15 meter per second. Let us see. Meanwhile, you have to do the question. I'm just drawing diagrams. Archu, are you feeling confidence after doing this question so fast? Okay, D. Everybody is giving D. No. Only with Vidya, Archu. What is your name, beta? Cute beauty. What is your real name? Okay. How many of you got the answer? For a teacher, the most satisfactory moment is that students understood the concept, what we are trying to teach them. Roshni. Okay. Okay, Roshni. Now let us see. 10 meter is the height with an initial speed of 5 meter per second horizontally. Now, what I have told you, whenever a ball is thrown horizontally, the vertical component is 0. Yes or no? Don't worry, I will give angle concepts also. Question related to some angle also. Don't worry. I will give everything you will get. Okay. 5 meter per second. The height is 10 meter. Okay. Now tell me how to do this question. Simply after seeing this 10 meter, you have to equate it with 5t square. Intelligent student will do this to find the time. This time will be the time ball taken to reach the ground. So it will be how much? T is equal to root 2 seconds. Yes or no? Just see the point of view has changed. How you have changed the point of view of doing this questions, right? Okay. Okay. Now understand carefully. Understand carefully. This component is 5 meter per second. If each second velocity gets increased by 10 meter per second because of acceleration due to gravity, it is understood in root 2 seconds, it will reach 10 root 2 times. Root 10 of root 2 times, yes or no? So the velocity will be 10 root 2. It is simple, beta. It is unitary method. 1 second, in 1 second, it increased by 10. So in root 2 seconds, it will increase by 10 root 2. In 2 seconds, it will be increased by 10 into 2. That is 20. That is 20. In 4 seconds, it is increased by 10 into 4. That is 40. Like so on will happen. Yes or no? Okay. Now simply you can see velocity is equal to 10 root 2 square plus 5 square, and the answer is very simple. This is 200 plus 25, 225, and root of 225 is 15. In fact, students, honestly saying, just to teach you I have to take that much time, because I have to make you understand. Otherwise, I won't have written these things. I won't have written these things. I won't have drawn diagram. I would have given the answer if I would have been at your place. Yes or no? Definitely, it will come with practice, but you will get the confidence in physics. Okay. So simply, you can say that the answer will be 15 meter per second. Thank you so much, dear learners. Okay. Now you tell me. Now you tell me. Do this question now. Do this question. Fast, fast, do better, do fast, do fast, do fast. Do this question in homework. This question will be done in homework. And I will teach you trajectory also. Without trajectory, we can do this. You will see that long solution in books. You will see long solution in books of this question. But I will tell you how to give answer orally. Orally, you will be able to give answer. Okay. Okay. For internet, we want 5G. But when it's about calculation and doing physics, we are still in 2G and 3G speed. Speed is the king, beta. Speed is the king. Speed is king. And I will make you speed king. King of speed, whatever. Even AI can't replace you. Even artificial intelligence cannot replace you. I will make you so much intelligent. Just do this question. Anybody got the answer? This time I have not given option. Okay. Okay. I am proceeding with the question. I am proceeding with the question. Listen. This is the body fired with U. I don't know the U. In fact, U is they are asking speed of projection only. That is U they are asking. They are asking U only. What is the initial speed of projection? Okay. And this is how much? 30 degree. Yes or no? Are, very good, very good. I'm so happy, Sanjeev. I'm so happy. Sanjeev, tell me honestly, have you solved this question or had take help from somewhere? Or you have solved it with yourself? Tell me honestly, beta. Okay. Okay. U is the velocity 30 degree. At 30 degree, I have projected it. Okay. Very good. Very good, Sanjeev. Proud of you, beta. I'm proud of you. You are a NEET aspirant or JEE aspirant? It was tricky at first, but I caught the trick. Very good, very good. Very good. Listen carefully. It is very easy. They are saying that at 3 seconds and 5 seconds, the body are at same height. It means it would be at maximum height at 4 seconds. It is common sense, no? That 1 second in going and 1 second in coming. So at t equal to 4 second, if I assume that this is t is equal to 0 second and this is equal to t second, 3 second, and this is equal to 5 second. At these two time, the height is same from the ground. So what will be the time at which the body will be at maximum height from ground? Tell me the time at which the body will be at maximum height from the ground. Maximum height from the ground. This is h max. The time is 4 seconds, obviously, in between them. Okay, now I will give you one another trick. Listen carefully. Whenever it is motion in 1D or motion in 2D, doesn't matter. If a body is thrown with some velocity, listen very carefully, this is a very important point, and it goes in the upward direction and then return back to this point. And if somebody say that at any height h, not necessarily maximum height, at any height h, the time was t1 while going upward and t2 while coming downward. There are two times when the body passes the same point, passes the same position. Yes or no? When a body is thrown in the upward direction, it passes a particular location two times in its journey. One while going upward, second while returning backward, right? While returning downward, right? So, and h may be any value. H may be any value. It may be h max also. It may be anything between 0 to h. 0 to h, it may be any value. So, t1 plus t2 is total time of flight. Always remember this result. I can prove it also in classes, in conceptual classes. Generally, I prove it. But for now, you can say that t1 plus t2 is time of flight. But you should not add randomly any two times. You cannot add random two times. Okay. Always remember, you have to add two times when the particle was at same point, that is at same height from the ground, while going upward and while coming downward. Yes or no? Then the sum of these two times, while taking t is equal to 0 at this point, the sum of these two times will be total time, right? So simple, 5 plus 3 divided by 2 is 8 by 2, that is equal to 4 seconds. It means what I'm trying to do is, I am saying the total time of flight is 5 plus 3, 8. Now 4 seconds in going and 4 seconds in coming. So what will be the time spent in reaching the maximum height? Obviously 4 seconds. This came. Yes or no? Now listen carefully. At maximum height, the vertical component of velocity becomes 0. It means since each second the velocity is decreased by 10 meter per second, it means in 4 seconds it is decreasing by 40. So it must be 40 initially. The initial velocity, the vertical component of the initial velocity must be 40, because each second it is decreasing by 10. So in 4 seconds it is supposed to become 0. Yes or no? This is vertical component only. I have not found horizontal component. And you already know that u sine 30 is vertical component Vy, initial velocity, and that is 40 meter per second. So it is u by 2 is equal to 40, then u is equal to 80 meter per second. How many of you have got the point? Okay, take your time, then decide. How many of you have got the point? How many of you have got the point? Please, everybody reply. Have you understood this question? Have you got the answer? Everybody. Is it understood? Is it understood? Is it understood? Please reply in the chat box. Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, you can do that also. You can do that also. But this method takes less time. Got it, everyone? Okay. So we will finish the class right now only. And I hope all the concepts are understood. And other questions will be done in homework by you. And there will be a discussion class in which we will discuss those questions also. And now we will move to the next chapter, that is Newton's laws of motion, NLM, and I will give the tricks of these also. But since if you want to get updated with what is going on the channel and what lectures is coming, okay, when the discussion class will take place, for that you have to constantly be in touch with the channel, and for that you have to subscribe the channel. So please try to subscribe the channel and share it with your friends and families, whoever preparing for JEE or NEET. Please share with them. That is the only thing which I am expecting from you in return. And I will be very grateful if you do that. Okay. Please share these lectures with your family and friends. And please tell them to subscribe it. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. That's all for today.